Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and I'm continuing this theme soap of orange and green for a custom order. And this time I wanted to add a couple more colors to it, but wanted the dominating colors to be green and orange. And I'm going to pour a Clyde slide in a bigger bowl and then hopefully get something that looks like a tiger stripe. But it's a lot less work. So let's hope it turns out, and I'll show you a color tutorial too. Okay, so I'm going to keep with this theme of orange and green. But you know me, I'm going to get bored if I just do orange and green all the time. So I'm going to add a third major color, and I'm going to do a triadic color scheme, which means that all the colors that I'm using are equidistant on the color wheel. That makes them maximum contrasting with each other. You can see even this little triangle here, so if you get your own color wheel, hopefully you'll find these little symbols useful. And so the only thing is, I don't want this to be really wild. So I'm going to be really as smart as I can by picking colors, these colors, close in value, which means that if you saw it in black and white, they basically look the same. They've got the same darkness to them. So that's one thing I'm going to do. And the other thing, I'm going to add two neutrals, white and black. That's what is going to add the impact, not the colors. So let's get these colors on there. I'm going to have an orange, but not a bright orange. I'm going to tone that down a little with some white. Something like that, creamy orange. Not quite what you would think of as a pastel. I'm going to make it a little darker, but I don't want that in-your-face orange. Something like that. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing with the green. I don't want it that bold. I'm going to soften it with a little white. Something like that. In other words, I didn't really want bright Mardi Gras colors, which if they're not toned down, they tend to look like that. Nothing against Mardi Gras. I like Mardi Gras. And then the same thing with the purple. You can see how bright that would be if all the colors were that bright. But again, I'm going to tone that down a little bit. Some white. And we'll see how this turns out in the soap. I'm also going to have some bright white. And again, because black and white grabs our attention so strongly, that's going to steal away some of that attention that the bright colors want to do. So let me show you this in black and white to show you what I'm talking about. So if you notice that the orange, green, and purple look pretty much the same. The values are pretty close, and the white and the black are basically going to be grabbing our attention. You would think that with so many things going on, it would just really be all over the place, but I think it's going to work out. And I'm going to do a Clyde slide to get some interesting feathery swirls in it, hopefully. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, I'm going to add the lye to the oils, and I'm going to speed up through all this part. And that's emulsified already. So let's pour the colors. The major part of this is orange. The other major portion is green. Again, this is for custom order with specific colors in mind. I'm actually taking some liberties and adding a little bit of accent colors to this. And let's blend that from lightest to darkest. Here's my white. And I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance to me as well because it's pretty well behaved. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a Clyde slide again, starting with the orange. Let's see what I'm going to do here. I haven't done this in a while. Make sure you can see. So I'm going to do a symmetrical pour inside the pot. Just a little bit of my accent colors. It's like a full funnel pour, except with doing it twice and as an in the pot kind of pour. Okay, and I saved some scrapings for the top. I'm going to do this sideways because it comes out kind of clumpy. A little bit of a textured top on this one. Though I don't want it too tall, so I'm going to calm it back down. Yeah, I like that. Just to make it look a little wavy. And there it is, if you can see that. And let's bring you all back for the cut. Okay, let's cut off an end piece first. It's got that feathered look when you do this pour this way. But I'm going to cut these into the sample sizes as I did before. This is part of the same commissioned soap. That green really pops. It really does resemble a tiger swirl. I'll just do a couple more of these because I'm cutting them into smaller sizes and don't want you to be sitting there through 50 cuts. But you can see that the white was a really good highlight, otherwise some of the detail wouldn't show well. and I think the black was important too. Remember, the color tutorial showed that I had a range. Every color plays an important part in the range of value from light to dark, and that's why for 4 colors this really is about the maximum contrasts you would get between all the colors. Let's do one more cut. And as you watch the finished photos at the end, you'll see some of the links that I put up in screens so that you can find more soaps like this one, where I did the pour similarly, and it gives you that feathered look. And let's do one more cut, and I'll also say thank you for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye everybody.